part 2. We already did part 1 where we answered 1.1, and in this video we're going to be answering 1.2 and 1.3. So if you've not watched part 1, you can find it. If you just go back, you'll find that video. So for 1.2, we're given these two equations, and for the first part, we're asked to show that y is equal to 2x minus 3. So we are going to consider the first equation to show this. And then what we're going to do is to simplify. We know that 81 is equal to 9 times 9, which is equal to 9 to the power of 2. So then this can be rewritten as 1 over 9 to the power 2, all to the power negative x. So then if we move a y up to the numerator, you remember that it's going to change the sign. So it's going to be negative 2. So it's going to be 9 to the power negative 2, all to the power negative x. It's equal. So then now we simplify this. We have 9. So we have negative times negative. It's going to be positive. And then 2 times x is going to be 2x. So it's 9 to the power 2x is equal to, we have 9 to the power y plus 3. And then we can conclude here, therefore, that 2x is equal to y plus 3. Now we make y the subject of the formula, and it's going to be, we take the 3 to the other side, it's going to be 2x minus 3 is equal to y. Okay, so the first part is done. Now the next part says solve for x and y simultaneously. So let's label this as equation 1. And then this equation, we'll call this equation 2. So now that we have equation 1 and equation 2, what we're going to do is substitution method. We're going to substitute equation 1 into equation 2. Okay, so we know that, so we see this equation here, equation 1, we have y is equal to 2x minus 3. And then in this equation, this is our y. So instead of writing y, we're going to write 2x minus 3, and then of course it's going to be squared. So we'll have 2x minus 3 squared, that is y, and then we have plus x squared minus 3x is equal to negative 1. So now we have one variable, which is x, and then we will just simplify it and then try to solve it from there. So if we expand this bracket here, we're going to get 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. Then we have plus x squared minus 3x is equal to negative 1. Okay, so now let's collect the like terms. So there we've collected all the like terms, and then here, remember there's a 1 there, so this is going to be 5x squared minus 15x plus 10 is equal to 0. Now what we can do is to factor out 5, because we see that we have 5 as a common factor. And then, so when we factor out 5, that's what we get. And then we divide by 5 on both sides. The 5 is just going to disappear. So then we'll have x squared minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now we need to factorize this. So what we do is we'll open two brackets. We'll put x in each bracket equal to 0. And then we'll look for factors of positive 2, that when we multiply them, we get positive 2. When we add them, we get negative 3. And we'll see that those numbers, those two factors, are negative 1 and negative 2. So then this, of course, this would mean that x minus 1 is equal to 0. or x minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, we have x is equal to 1 here and x is equal to 2 on the other side. Now that we have the values of x, let's get the values of y. And for that, we're going to use equation 1. So remember, equation 1 is y is equal to 2x minus 3, and then we got x is equal to 1. So let's use that one first, and let's get the value of y. So we're going to substitute 1 into this equation. So we have y is equal to 2 times 1 minus 3. And this will give us y is equal to negative 1. And then, of course, we do the same thing for x is equal to 2. So again, we have y is equal to 2x minus 3. And then for x is equal to 2, we're going to have 2 multiplied by 2 minus 3. That's going to be 4 minus 3. And y is equal to 1. So there we have the value. So for x is equal to 1, we have y is equal to negative 1. And then for x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. So you can use these values to check. So when you check, you use this set x is equal to 1, y is equal to negative 1. And then you check again for this set. And then, of course, you will see that it is correct. And you check for both equations. Now let's move on to the next question.